Hey guys, so today I am going to do a drawing of a dragon shapeshifter. I usually come up with dragon characters, but I normally post them on my social media, which is in the description box below, but I normally don't make videos of them, and I made one of a fantasy dragon because I turned a plush into one of my characters. So this one is a Drill. Drill is a squishmallow. Literally Squishmallow, and Drew is the name on his tag. So I turned him into a dragon. I know the green color, a shapeshifter, but I know the green color isn't that accurate compared to him, but that's just because this is my lightest green that I had, so I just worked with what I had. So I'm just going to start coloring in and then kind of fill you guys on the details of like my process for coloring him. So I am going to use B67, which is a pastel blue. I think a nice light blue would complement his green complexion. So overall, I was trying a different pose. You'll notice that this pose is a crouching pose. It was kind of a big struggle for me to actually do this pose because literally he's crouching, and I struggled with the arms and figuring out how to do them, like where his arms should be positioned and stuff like that, because literally there was so much going on with how he was posed. For example, I first did these two arms crossing each other in a way and just like leaning against both of his knees, but what happened was it was too complicated. It got in the way when I started drawing his wings. Now the plush doesn't have actual arms, it only has wings. So originally I wanted to give him just straight up wings as arms, but I realized it would kind of block his knees, and I wanted you guys to see that he did have legs. It wasn't like he was legless or anything like that, but it soon became obvious to me that doing a full wing instead of just like a hand and instead of like an arm with wings on it would not be suitable for that. So it'd be hard to tell whether or not he had legs underneath. So right now I am coloring in his shirt. I gave him this cute t-shirt. It's like a collared t-shirt, and I really made it simple as possible because I didn't want an overly complicated design for his clothing, just because he already has so much going on with his wings. And then I gave him like this man bun, so it was a bit much detail already the way I drew it. Overall, I do like how he turned out, but the main thing I struggled with was the fact that I gave him wings on his arms, because originally, as I said, I planned to actually give him just wings for arms, but then like a bat, but then I decided not to because it would take away from showing certain parts of his body, which I wanted it to be obvious that he had still. But what happened was, because I did that, I struggled with like okay, where do the arm, like what positions the arms go, and then, for example, you'll see like this part is showing his inner wing like this, and then this part is his outer one. And I was like, okay, how does that go? Because the position just confused me in terms of that. So I was figuring out, okay. And originally, when I drew him, both of his hands, both of his arms were leaning in like a cross X shape against both of his knees. But even though that was a cool pose, I knew you guys, like, for anyone who looks at my drawings, you're not going to be able to see, like, the silver part of his wings, and I wanted to at least show one of them, so that way you knew that the color was there. It's not just green. I wanted to show, like, the inner part, so I had to change how this arm was, which was kind of difficult for me, because I was trying to do, like, a cool pose, but then I completely just had to scratch that and go with a different pose. I gave him glasses because on his tag it has a cute little story about him. Basically says he is a baseball player, but he wants to fly to a different land to play in the championships for his baseball team. And basically they said he wants to go by airplane, so he's studying to be a airplane engineer, which is super cute. I think that's so cute that they have that. So I ended up giving him glasses because he'll be looking at like detailed stuff constantly if he's an engineer. I am going to use B64, which is in the Indian blue, and I'm just going to shade in parts of his colored shirt. I hit the tripod, I'm sorry. So now I am shading in the colored shirt, like so. Tried to do some detailing on the pants as well. I think overall the shirt was the most confusing when it came to the clothing, because I was like, okay, how does this bend back? Does this look natural? It doesn't seem natural. And I had to keep playing with how like the shirt was, so that way it looked like it flowed and it looked like it was actually on him, not this like, because there's a part of it which makes it kind of look like chubby, kind of looks a bit hunchbacked, and then I had to fix it. So I think it's better now. I'm gonna use CG 0.5, which is cool gray, to kind of shade his shirt a bit. I want him to just have a white collared shirt. There's so many colors going on right now. I'm just like, what's going on? Sometimes I purposely do like white shirts just to match the character more, so that way you don't get confused like by so many colors. I feel like colors need to be complementary to each other. Like some of them can stand out, but for the most part, having too many bright colors can be confusing to the eye. I feel like there's a way to contrast colors. For his pants, I think I kind of just want his pants to be white because there's so much going on right now. I'm gonna use C62. This is another cool gray. It's just a step up from like the silver color, like the one that I used before for the shirt. Keep knocking the tripod. I'm sorry. There's also a lot of stuff for the dragons that I keep reusing colors for like their skin tone and everything because sometimes those look more natural for dragon skin colors, but I've been trying to step out of my comfort zone when it comes to that just so that way there's like different colors and it's not like, oh, I'm using the same colors over and over again. It's hard not to like repeat the same colors, especially when you're going for like a more natural look for the dragon skin or the scales. And now I am done. I just need to add something to the wings and the horns. So actually, it's kind of shimmery. So if you see this part, he's a little shimmery on his silver parts. So I'm just going to add some white dots. This is just a white marker that I got recently for doing the whites of their eyes. So I am just using it for some space theme stuff or stuff like that. I am so sorry, this is so low. I don't know if you guys can see it either, so I'm just adding it anyways. But clearly I am not. I was not filming high enough, so if you didn't see me do the wing, I'm sorry. Okay, so this is my drawing. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more dragon, if you want to see my fantasy dragon when I do have it on my drawings playlist. If you want to see other drawings, they are on that playlist as well. Also, if you just want to see other dragons that I have drawn, they are in my description box below. All my social media is there. I posted all of them there. For the most part, I usually don't make videos of them, but I think I might start doing more of that just because I did 2 already, including him. So yeah. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Super cute. Bye.